You're listening to the BigIron Buzz.
Welcome to our latest episode of the BigIron Buzz, where each week we'll bring to you the latest news and trends in the ag, real estate, and used equipment markets. This podcast is brought to you by BigIron Auctions and BigIron Realty, rural America's premier online unreserved auction site, bringing you real connections, respected values, and real deals. Hi everyone, I'm Ryan Smith, and I'm the host of the BigIron Buzz. With me today is Mark Stock and Kevin Nelson from BigIron Auctions. Kevin, you're not new to the show, but why don't you start off by reminding everyone who you are and where you're located?
I am Kevin Nelson, and I'm located north of the big town of Galva, Kansas, right in the middle of Kansas. District manager for District 3, which is basically most of the eastern half of Kansas, and I've been here for a while.
You've got not one, but two retirement and estate sales coming up on the November 18th auction. Before we start talking about each, let's talk about what it took you and your team to get here.
Well, as far as like the first start sale, the first start rental sales and service retirement sale we have, it didn't take a whole lot. I mean, we're well branded in the area, and the seller, we had previous sales with him, and he was very, very happy with the results and said he would go nowhere else. And when he decided to retire, he would contact us, and he contacted my rep out in that area when he was ready to retire, and we started in on it, which was quite a process. There's 522 lots on that sale. And the second one, the Noonan sale we have going on next week, the David Noonan estate sale, that sale we got from having another estate sale. As Mark always says, auctions breed auctions, and we got that because we had an estate sale that performed really, really well just right in that area up there. And he happened to be friends with the late Mr. Noonan that passed away, and was friends with the family, and they were wondering how to go, what way to go, traditional or how to go. So he strongly recommended us, and we had the first meeting with him, and it is where it is now, selling next week. Over 100 lots on that sale. Really nice machinery.
Mark, it's the end of the season and a time when some farmers are thinking about retirement. Not an easy decision for anyone to make. Can you share with us some of the most frequently asked questions you get from future retirees, as well as any tips or tricks you have on how they can get the greatest return on their assets?
Well, one of the questions always asked is, when's the best time of year to have a sale? And in the open outcry business, it was usually November, December, January, February, March. But now with the internet and with mobile technology, I think that has pretty much changed it to any time of the year, because people take the ability to participate in an auction or the ability to participate in a meeting even anymore is right at the convenience of their mobile devices. And I know a lot of the folks that are retiring, they also want to confer with their tax person to find out exactly what that's going to do to them and how that's going to fit into their, the tax ramifications. So they usually like to wait till after their last year of crops are harvested, then they start to do their plannings. But, December has always been a good time to sell because you have a lot of bidders and buyers trying to expand their operation. Maybe they took on a couple extra pieces of land. Maybe they had a really good year. They did a great job of marketing-wise, and they're selling something older and replacing with something newer. And then you got those people that want to use the 179 provisions of the tax code to buy a piece of machinery and then write it off on your taxes as an expense right away. So that's when they usually have to get that accomplished by the end of the year, which is in December. And the last couple of years, our December auctions have been huge. A lot of tremendous equipment, and we still could use more equipment to sell because a lot of the bidders and buyers didn't get exactly what it was that they were looking for. So if you're thinking about retiring, main thing to consider is the time in which it's going to take to get ready for your retirement sale. Now, here at BigIron, we have crews that'll come in and clean everything up and we'll stage everything so the pictures can be taken and that's just one of the things that Big Iron does through working with the district managers and the independent reps and our inspection services groups. So we can accomplish all of that for you. But let's not back yourself into a corner if you're thinking about retiring, because if you try to speed up the process and the T's don't get crossed and the I's don't get dotted, that always leaves kind of a knot in your stomach. So I always like to encourage people, 8 weeks is just the minimum amount of time you need to have a sale. And I'm sure Kevin Nelson would rather have 8 months to get ready for your retirement sale.
8 weeks is pushing it, Mark.
I think 8 weeks is the minimum amount, but so realistic 4 or 5 months is a good time to get ready to go with a retirement sale. And that means working with our marketing teams and making sure that we get the word out in the right places and the right spots, and be prepared with our eyes wide open to get your sale conducted in an efficient, economical, and a highly successful manner.
Kevin, let's dive into your first sale. It's for the David Noonan estate, and the equipment is located in Burlington, Kansas. They have over 100 items on the block next week. Can you tell us about a few of the future items here and your impression on the quality of this equipment?
Well, this equipment is just by looking at the pictures, looking at the videos and things like that. And I was there on site myself for a few of the days, and it is well maintained equipment. We heard from the neighbors and things like that how he took care of his equipment. Everything was on a maintenance program, and you could tell. And just a few of the items that are selling. I mean, he has a 2012 John Deere 9360R 4-wheel drive tractor. It only has, mind you, that's 8 years old, and it only has 1,645 hours on it. And it does have 3-point and PTO with a Green Star 3000 receiver and a 2630 display. So perfect grain cart tractor or anything else you'd find use for it, but very low hours. And they also has a 2017 Peterborough 389 tandem axle truck tractor. It's got the Cummins ISX 15 550 horsepower 6-cylinder turbo diesel engine, 18-speed Eaton Fuller transmission. That truck only has 202,000 miles on it. Also, they have a 2015 New Holland SR 160 speed roller mower conditioner, self-propelled, with a 16-foot cutting head, only 395 hours. And also has a 2009 John Deere 9770 STS 4-wheel drive combine with only 2,011 engine hours and 1,313 separator hours. And the other thing I want to hit on is a 2014 John Deere 6190R Mfwd tractor. It's got the PowerTech 6.8 liter turbo diesel engine, IVT transmission. That tractor only has 2,082 hours. And they also have a 2012 Kenworth T800 tandem axle truck tractor day cab. It's got the Cummins ISX 500 horse engine, 18-speed transmission with only 349,000 miles. So I guess to my point, it's one of the sales that we've done that has some of the most low-houred, low-miled equipment on it that I've done yet.
Mark, our next retirement sale takes place in Peterborough, South Dakota, and it's for Clayton and Leanne Skipper. They've got over 80 items for sale. What are some of your favorite items here?
Yes, Ryan, they've got 82 items. They've got a John Deere 1770 16-row planter. It's got liquid fertilizer mounted right on the machine. They've also got a John Deere 726 21-foot mulch finisher that we'll be selling. There's a Demco 650 grain cart that these folks are selling. I've got a John Deere 637 23-foot disc on this particular sale. They got a couple of the John Deere Starfire 3000 globes, a John Deere 9610 combine. They have got just a tremendous offering of equipment selling on this particular sale. If you are also in the market for some smaller items, those items that everybody could always use around the shop, like post hole augers and saddle tanks and loader buckets and steel fence posts. They've got those selling too. They've got a John Deere 4440 tractor that will be selling. It's a 1978 model, so check out that machine. Just a real good sale taking place in South Dakota. We've got Dale Scott is the Big Iron rep that services that particular area, and he does a nice job getting all the equipment ready and presentable for people to look at online and to look at when they want to come out and look at it during the inspection period.
Kevin, your district also has the retirement cell for First State Rental Sales and Services, Inc. out of Emporia, Kansas. They've got over 500 items up for bid. Walk us through this sale, if you will.
Well, it's a retirement sale, and again, that's one we got because we have sold for him before on a few other occasions and was very happy about it. The retirement side, he has several business entities, construction and rental, and he's been in a lot of different businesses that he owns. But this one here, the First Start Rental, has been in business for 55 years. So if you can imagine walking into a business and selling out a business of 55 years, that's why there's 522 lots. But there is things from, construction equipment, concrete equipment, portable compressors, light towers, trailers, a lot of unused. It's the time of year you're going to go out and cut wood, right? So, a lot of unused chainsaws, weed eaters, snow blowers, ZTR mowers. We have pickups, we have dump trucks, a lot of unused. He was an Arctic Cat dealer, a lot of unused Arctic Cat accessories for ATVs and UTVs. There is 3 telehandlers on this sale. We even have a 2015 Grasshopper 729 big block ZTR mower with only 384 hours on it. There's a lot of things. Just go to BigIron.com and click on, he's a featured seller, click on First Start Rental and grab a cup of coffee or a glass of tea and just sit back and scroll through everything. Because, we have something for everyone on this sale. And we do have an open house this Friday and Saturday for them in Emporia, Kansas. And I want to add for the Noonan sale, we have open house Saturday from 9:30 to 3. So if anyone wants to come out, and that's in Burlington, Kansas.
We've actually talked about this sale in the office every once in a while, and we always talk about unique items that are on this auction, it seems like. And there's inflatables on this auction as well.
Well, yeah, because rental, they rented them out for, kids having birthday parties and things like that. But they're actually doing really, really well. And I know people probably wonder, why would there be inflatables on Big Iron? Well, Mark knows me. I'm different, and I like to play outside the box every once in a while. But farmers have kids. Farmers' kids have birthday parties, and everybody needs one of them in their backyard. Just plug in the blower, blow it up, and let the kids have fun for the afternoon.
Mark, our 4th and final retirement sale next week is Schuessler Family Farms in Potter, Nebraska. There's over 80 items up for bid on this sale. What do you like here?
Arden Anderson's the Big Iron rep that works in this particular area, and he does an outstanding job. He's had a lot of retirement sales, and here's just another one that Arden has worked diligently through. But this seller, as you mentioned, over 80 items. They've got a John Deere 8570 bareback four-wheel drive tractor. There's a John Deere 4755 two-wheel drive. Got a real clean 1976 Chevrolet C60 grain truck that will be selling. They've also got quite a few shop-related items, too, that will be sold. They got a couple older combines, too, the old John Deere 6600 series combines that they're getting harder and harder to find, folks. And I know some folks that still use those machines. We're selling a couple of them here on BigIron.com. But if you need diesel fuel transfer tanks, if you need some gates and mesh panels, if you even need cream cans, we've got those selling. There's a 30-inch buzz saw that will be selling on this sale. There's 2 clipper fanning mills that will be selling as well. So there's a Coates tire machine. There's a Chevrolet Silverado pickup, a 1992 model that will be selling. And check out the Oliver 88 Standard. It's a 1948 model machine. It does not run, but it's a good restoration project. There's a White 2 135 tractor that's also selling on that particular sale. So dial up BigIron.com, folks, for that particular auction for the family in Potter, Nebraska.
Kevin, we love having you on this podcast, as your experience and know-how of farm machinery is second to none. What catches your eye on the November 18th auction?
There's a lot of things on there. The 2 sales I have, and I know we got Agco Finance has some really, really nice late model equipment that they have listed on there for the 18th. I know American Implement has a 2009 John Deere 9430 that I was kind of looking at. And Cedar Creek Grain has a 2000 Freightliner conventional FL80 tandem axle truck that is really, really nice. There's just a lineup. It's the end of the year, so we've been just terribly busy, and there's only many hours in the day. So sometimes I have a hard time keeping up with everybody else's stuff and everything we got listed, but that's kind of some of the stuff that has caught my eye so far that I've seen. But there's just a lot of equipment that's selling on the 18th. That's really, really nice. And as Mark will agree with me, if you look at our pictures and our write-ups and the way we describe machinery, we are very, very, very transparent about our machinery. We want people to look at it just like the buyer is standing right there in front of it. We like to bring it to their living room, as I call it, So we strive to do that, and we strive to do a good job at that. And we like to have good buyer-seller relations, and I think we do an excellent job at that.
Now, Mark, what do you like on the 18th sale?
Wow, 1,912 pieces. That rental store does have something for everybody. But we've got these retirement sales we already mentioned. We got several people that are just moving a couple additional pieces because they've bought newer items, or they just haven't used it enough in the last calendar year to justify ownership. But Beta Plantation from Epes, Louisiana, they've got 70 items on this sale. They've got a New Holland T8 410 mechanical front tractor. They've got a cotton picker that's selling. They've got a Case IH 3020 Terra Flex header that will be selling on this particular sale. Charles Armstrong is from Gilbert, Louisiana. They got another one of these John Deere 6600 combines. We've also got Dale Mish from Columbus, Nebraska. We've got a John Deere 5055E mechanical front tractor with a loader, so check out that. It's a 2016 model. In Oconto, Nebraska, there's a Booth IH 5250 Maxim selling for Gina James. That tractor's got a loader and a bale fork. Piper's Machinery in Norfolk, Nebraska. They've got 14 items selling, including they've got a T603 mechanical front wheel drive compact tractor with a loader. So we've got several of these loaders and mechanical front tractors. If you need something to get some snow pushed out of the way, these things will get that taken care of for you. We got Western Sky Ranch in Burns, Wyoming. They got 40 items that are selling. Leroy Michael is from Holyoke, Colorado. They got 50 items on this sale. They got a 1770 series John Deere planter and a 4640 and a Sunflower 9433 series 40-foot drill. Dennis Nienhauser is from York, Nebraska. They've got a Case IH Nutritiller. It's the 5310 model, 12-row 30. Fred Newfield is from Inman, Kansas. He's got a nice John Deere 566 brown baler that's selling. William Lanny is from Andover, South Dakota. Boy, I tell you what, they got a John Deere 16-row 30 planter and an 8-row 30 planter. I'm just touching on a few that I'm just kind of scrolling through here. Just tremendous equipment, all selling and represented by these owners. Their name and numbers listed. Give them a call.
Kevin, final sales prices on construction equipment on BigIron.com has been strong this fall. What construction items do you like on the November 18th sale?
As far as construction equipment goes, we have been real strong. I mean, we keep building and getting stronger and stronger in that area as we've proven that. I know on the 18th sale, I know Jordan Machinery has some nice lots on that sale. They got that Vermeer V8550 or 8550 trencher that's really nice. They got that Skyjack scissor lift. They have that 2013 John Deere 310K four-wheel drive loader backhoe. There's some really nice construction items on the 18th, and it seems to me like we have more and more and more construction coming on, and I get more and more questions about how we do with construction equipment. I think we do as well, if not better than anyone in the industry, and I think we're going to continue to maintain that and just get stronger in that area.
Time is running out for folks to list their equipment on one of BigIron's massive December auctions. Mark, tell our listeners how to get this done.
Well, they need to call our office, go to our website, and see your local rep. Those are several ways. Our phone number in our office is 800-937-3558, but you can go to the BigIron.com website, and there you'll see a little line that says sell your equipment. You just click on that, fill in your name and your address and your phone number, and then your rep will be in touch with you. If you don't know who your rep is already, you can even go to the bottom of the BigIron website page where it says contact us, and there's a listing of all the district managers by state and the region in which they work. So you've got those options as well. but we only have a couple weeks left. In fact, the week of Thanksgiving is the last week to get equipment listed and photographed and submitted into our website. And that's a short week because Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday comes fast. Thursday's Thanksgiving, and sometimes Friday people are still moaning from all the turkey they ate. So we encourage people to pick up the phone today and call us at that 1-800-937-3558 phone number so we can get you taken care of and get that equipment sold on the Big Iron online auction in December.
That's our show for today, folks. I'd like to thank our guests, Kevin Nelson and Mark Stock, and remind everyone that the equipment mentioned today can all be found on the November 18th auction on BigIron.com. For the Big Iron Buzz, I'm Ryan Smith. We'll catch you here next week.